Hello, this is Peter Howlett from Time Exposure, and in this video I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a book for a Finao album design in ProSelect's Working with Books. So to create any book for any manufacturer, you really need two parts. You need a book design, which is the page size and specifications for that particular book, and you need some templates. There's a number of free templates on Time Exposure's website, and there's also some that you can buy commercially, but let's just stick with the free ones and see how it goes. So fortunately Finao have already set up all their book designs for us and a couple of templates, so we can don't have to do much work there. We just go to the ProSelect resources folder on the website, click on the templates section, go down to the Finao section, which is there, and that has a link through to their website. So we'll click through to that link, and then we can download the Finao ProSelect kit, which I've already done. If you're looking for other free templates for a 10 by 15 orientated album, have a look at the Jerry Johannes ones here. These are free templates designed by Jerry Johannes that are also on a website. You can download those from here. So I've already got both of those downloaded into this zip file here. I'll just unzip the Finao ones and unzip the Jerry Johannes ones, and I'm just going to install them. I'll install the Finao, what have we got, the Finao templates, just by dragging and dropping that into there. Do that, and then they've got a lot of book designs, so rather than confuse yourself, I just import the ones that you need. The Art 1 horizontal book designs are probably what we're after. The other way of doing this is you can go importing them. You can go to import collections and then simply on the desktop just select the file from the desktop, and the one I want was Art 1 medium and the horizontal ones. There we go, and that'll give you the same result. And I'll just import the Jerry Johannes ones again, same way, and there they are there. Okay, so let's firstly check that the templates that we imported and the book designs that we imported are all in place. So I'll just go up to the templates menu, edit book designs, and they're all the Finao ones that came in. The one we're going to do today is the 10 by 14 horizontal right hand start. So if you click on that, you can see down the bottom that the width and the height and the bleed are set up, and a minimum of 20 sides and maximum of 100. I think Finao's require you to do 20, 40 or 60, but please check with them. Also, I checked the templates that we had in the Finao category, template category. That's the one we imported. They just have two. They have a single-sided and a double spread template with the image covers the entire page, and the Jerry Johannes ones in the horizontal section. There they are there. So we'll just go back to the Finao ones, and we'll get started with our book design. So I'm going to load an album that I have already with Jerry's images. Go back to books. Now, a couple of things before we get started. Make sure that you have selected the book design that you want to use. So there we go, the 10 by 14 start on right hand side. Also, because we're building a composite book, and we want to make sure that if we're using any templates that aren't exactly the same shape as our book design, they'll automatically stretch to fit the page exactly. So that one is on, and we're ready to go. So there's a couple ways you can populate a book. One way is to simply drag up a template that you want, like that, and then drag and drop and put the image that you want into it. The other way of doing it is you can drag an image down and drop it in the template that you want, and it'll automatically add it to the album and show it. I'll sort out the cropping in a minute. I could do the same with a double spread, for example. Drag that down, put it in there. You can see how the double spread has automatically aligned itself to an even page. So in which case I'll put a single spread in there and just drag and drop and move it into that place there. Or alternatively, you can drag them up. You can drag them up and populate them afterwards, like so. To adjust the cropping, pop to select the first one, pop the cropping view, just drag it around using the right arrow, go to the next one, right arrow, next page, right arrow, next page, and there we go, back to thumbnail view. If you want to preview each of the images, double click on that, go to the eyeball view, and then you can just step through the pages and see how they all look. Just for a bit of variety, let's add one of Jerry Johannes's, or a few of Jerry Johannes's images. His are actually, as I mentioned, they're actually 10 by 15 shape, but because we've got the stretch mat and openings turned on there, they'll automatically size themselves to fit in the page. So I could just grab a couple like so. Like so, and then I can drop my images in. For example, if I wanted to put these two together in that one. So I'm sorry about the scrolling, I'm just, my fingers slipping. I want to put another one of these horizontal. Well, I could put this one, and this one into there. And one more horizontal. Have I got one there? Just drop that in there. And again, back to cropping view to adjust it around. If I want to zoom these images in a bit tighter, they're already pretty nicely cropped, but I can use the zoom in and do that, or the zoom out. If you hold the option key down while zooming, it does it in smaller amounts. There we go. Okay. And so we've got 10 pages there, which might be enough to get started. So I'm just going to save my album so I don't lose any of those changes. Now, to export the images for high-res production, all we need to do is firstly we go into Setup Production, which is also accessible under the Preferences menu. You want to set up the output resolution that your album designer requires. 300 ppi is probably pretty good. Output exact size. JPEG files, you could output them as layered Photoshop files if you wanted to do some tweaking afterwards. And you don't want to split the double spreads into 2 pages. So what will actually happen in this case, this will come out as, this will be a single spread, a single spread, a single spread, a double spread. So just check with your supplier to find out what they prefer. If they prefer only the first page to be single-sided and all the rest to be double spread, you can actually go and combine them into one by going album, join selected, join book pages in selected pages only, and it's not undoable, but what that will do is then convert those separate pages into double spreads. So you'll now get 1, 2, 3, 4 double spreads and the 2 single spreads. Okay, so what we need to do now is where we want to send the book to production. Selected book, that's the message. Go into high-res production, which is produce high-res images on the menu. Under the composite tab, because we're making composite images, check all. The output folder is going to be on my desktop, a folder called My Book, and I just click the Make High Res Images button. Photoshop leaps into action. Starts building the book pages. With using your high-res images to the specifications, sized and cropped and at the right DPI. Just waiting for this to finish. All done. So let's go and have a look at the resulting images. Here they are in My Book, and you can see there's our double spreads in our single spread. Just flicking through them, first page, other pages, and they're all set up ready for you to send to the lab. There's actually lots of other features in ProSelect that you can do that I won't go into at this stage, but if you refer to the section on books in the ProSelect webinar recording archives, how to make books, also the other areas that will be of interest will be designing your own templates. You should also have a look at how you can use template styles to theme your designs. For example, I can select a template here and apply a black mat with a white keyline style to it, etc, etc. So you can quickly change the whole look and feel of an entire book just by simply changing the style. Anyway, I hope that's got you excited about how to use ProSelect, and there's lots more depth to the product than I've covered here, so feel free to explore using their resources on the ProSelect website. So let's go and have a look at the resulting images. Here they are in My Book, and you can see there's our double spreads in our single spread.